Hey guys, welcome back to the Kunab. Boyce Watkins is another mainstream hack that we need to avoid. In this video, I'm going to give you a few examples of why you need to stay away from single mothers, especially if you're not a single father yourself. You see, Dr. Watkins wants men to make the sacrifice while encouraging single mothers. But everyone should know that you cannot get anyone to do better by constantly telling them nothing is their fault. So-called educated people are some of the most unaware you'll ever come across. I love the ish out of my wife and don't give a F who knows it. It's time that we black men start putting quality black women on a pedestal. I owe my life to a black woman, period. This is the kind of garbage you hear from men that doesn't have much experience with women. As a man, you owe nothing to anyone that isn't a part of you, especially not to women who have kept you on the last resort list. Imagine if he didn't have something going for himself. Do you think a woman with children would consider him a worthwhile option? The guy is clueless and is completely ignorant to a woman's survival instincts. If you have any knowledge of what broke men have to put up with in relationships, you'll understand why high-value men don't accept leftovers. You deserve what you're worth. Now listen to this.
And so it's been really beautiful. Now they have like a new set of grandparents, and they're excited about Boyce being a stepdad, and they're seeing some of the perks.
Did you get that? Let's do it again.
They're excited about Boyce being a stepdad, and they're seeing some of the perks, some of the perks that comes along with this, so they see Boyce as a benefit.
She's telling this grown man he's just another useful idiot to his face. But men like these don't pick up on the red flags until it's too late. What I've seen over and over again, and maybe you've seen this yourself, is that when the kids are grown and no longer require financial support, you'll start seeing behaviors you normally wouldn't when she needed you. More so if she's still young enough where she can still get the attention of the type of men she really finds attractive. She will start giving you reasons to leave her. The fake insecurities, false accusations, etc. Some will go as far as to start looking for dirt just to find a reason to end it all. If they can't find any, you'll be living with the most miserable person in the world. Some will even go to extreme measures. I won't say those words, but you get the drift. He's not what she wanted to begin with. That's why he's plan B. And what a position to be in as a man that knows he could do better.
To see the value in each other, the true value. Kevin Samuels is somebody that's very popular right now. I think he's one of the worst things for our culture right now.
Okay, let's say that's the truth. What would you consider better advice for black women today? Because I think we've tried every other alternative at this point, but things still seem to be getting worse. The more pandering, the more we see a lack of accountability.
Because
I'm gonna second that. Okay.
Yeah, because he does nothing but tear us apart. He marginalizes single mothers. So therefore now you are perpetuating the cycle of a single mother, because you have men who could come in and be a good, what do they call it, Joseph.
How about stopping with the hookup culture and actually start having children with men who find pleasure in being a dad? Oh, I totally forgot. That would interfere with female choice. The choice to have kids with deadbeats.
A good stepfather, as they say, is Joseph. To help to create the family unit. But what he's done is he's made single mothers such a distasteful thing that men don't even want to come in and create a unit with a woman that already has a kid. There are so many men who have said that, one, he has changed their perspective on dating.
Are you serious?
There are men who now call themselves high value men because they have a place to live, a car to drive, and a job.
That's normal. That's normal.
People like those have always found a way to wrap themselves in hypocrisy. For once in your life, have you ever heard anyone, especially females, telling their daughters or other women, "It's okay, girl, being a stepmother is the right thing to do. The community needs good moms." You will not be seen as desperate with no self-esteem. If you know women like those, refer them to my channel. I would love to speak to them personally.
I wanted to say hi and watch your stocks because the Fed is making a speech today. It's going to be a big deal.
Okay.
All right. Well, we love you guys. See you later. Anything to say?
Oh, watch your stocks.
Though I find imps ridiculous, you have to understand why they do what they do. If you look at it from a human nature standpoint, it's in our nature as men to protect and provide for our families and those close to us. That's what makes us feel valuable and of use. For women, it's being provided for. Well, at least for those that lived 100 years ago. It gives them a sense of worth, i.e., I can get him to do things. You have to understand that the problem is not that these men are willing to take care of others. It's who they do it for and why, because there's often no benefit in it for them. If a woman displays quote-unquote imp behavior, she's called a pygmy. But when a guy does it, he's praised and called a good person, someone to look up to. Why? Because the woman benefits. On the other hand, a woman that does the same thing is told that she can do better, and she must place some value on herself. Do you now understand cultural biases?
You want to know what the sister code is? Right. So you remember back in the day, it was like the bro code, bros before, you know the rest. Well, now it's the sister code where it's sisters before misters. So what that means is women that are able or wanting to group together and decide to dismiss men, and whether it's right, wrong, or indifferent, what they're going to do is always agree or come and protect women and forget about the men.
That's a fact that many choose to ignore. It's the reason your girlfriend's friend will know she's doing wrong by you, but won't tell you until they get into an argument or don't speak to each other anymore.
How whack is that? It's whack because it's not only high school or college women that's doing it. It's 30, 40, 50-year-old women that refuse to align with men even if they're right. What's interesting is that it's married women that are doing it as well. They will dismiss and neglect their husbands just to go with the sorority of their girlfriends. And we got to change. This sister code has to be broken up. I think one of the most important reasons why the black man and the black woman are having so many issues is because women are not wanting to hear men.
It's not that they don't want to hear from men, it's more about what they want to hear. Let me give you an example.
When you're telling the market, or we're telling women what they want to hear, your background doesn't matter. But when you're telling them what they don't want to hear, we gotta look at your progress reports. You gotta look at your high school transcripts and who is this? This is nothing new.
That's pretty much it. They'll listen to you, just as long as you don't criticize them. Notice they don't have anything bad to say about Steve Harvey and the rest.
We're wanting to hear ourselves. We're wanting to be pretty for ourselves and get our lashes and nails and hair done to look cute amongst each other. Even when our man is telling us, I want you in your natural hair. I don't want you in those raggedy, long, weird lashes. Guess what we do? We do it anyway. And when our men say, well, why are you doing it? I don't want that. I want you natural. Well, my homegirl's got it. My girl, we're going to be cute because my girls want it. Completely dismissing the men.
Like I said before, men know the consequences of not being competitive, so I don't see anything wrong with telling women they have to compete for what they want. Women today avoid mediocre men, so why shouldn't we? That's all I've got for you on this one, guys. If you found the message valuable, please consider sharing to others. Also hit the like and subscribe button. It also helps to get the message out. I want to thank you for watching, and as always, be well.